Hi Miss, my name is SYAMHUDI bin HAFIFUDIN. Today we want to talk about current issue, which is unemployment among the graduate in Malaysia. First of all, I want to introduce my group members. Firstly, AINASYASYA binti HALIM, Muhammad HAIKAL bin ISKANDAR, SITI KHADIJAH binti ALIAS, and lastly, one NABILA binti ROSUHAIMI. Firstly, what is unemployment? Unemployment is when person above a specific age are not in paid employment or self-employment and are currently available for work during the reference period, which means when the person above a specific age that is legal for work, but that person did not receive any payment for his work, that what called unemployment. We choose 2007 and 2008 as the unemployment rate. We have seen that the unemployment rate in 2018 has improved to 3.3% compared to 3.4% in 2017. We collect this data from Department of Statistics Malaysia. The unemployment rate in Malaysia is relatively stable at around 3%, but it also not okay because the rate of the unemployment, if the rate of unemployment up 3% to 4%, it is not okay for the country economy. So we see that unemployment among the graduate occurs when they're very picky on their job and which they need a good job as well as the job can give them a high income that equally with their qualification. So if they're very picky on the job, that will cause many problems to the country, which means this will lead to unemployment, and also this will cause in political, economic, and social itself.
Today I will present my part in assignment microeconomy, which is a causes of unemployment among postgraduate. Unemployment is often associated with national economic issue and this will impact the country economy. Postgraduate register high unemployment in Malaysia. So, today I will present about the causes of postgraduate unemployment. First cause is a high salary demand. This cause record a high percentage among the cause of postgraduate unemployment, which is 68%. This is because they do not want to apply for a low wages job because they feel if they work at lowest wages, that is not matched with their qualified. They are more willing to be unemployment than work with a low wages. There is so high demand for salary in the position they apply, and sadly, because of that, the company are unable to give them a job because the amount of pay requests are really unrealistic. Second point is weak English proficiency and communication skill. These courses record 64 for weak English proficiency and 60% for weak communication skill. English is one of most important language in business. This because the majority of companies use English to communicate, especially in large companies whose majority of their customers are from overseas. Because of this, communication skills are also important for dealing with customers or investors to attract their interest in the product released by the company. So, English proficiency and communication skills are both important in business and work. And last but not least is attitude of choosing jobs and company. Postgraduates to focus on big company because they think if they work in big company, their future will be secure until they miss the opportunity that surround them. And because of these causes, many job opportunities are not met. So that's all about the causes of postgraduate unemployment. Thank you.
In recent time, the issues of unemployment among graduates has raised for today. This is because graduates are an important asset to human capital development that enable Malaysia to become a developed nation. There are various consequences of the issues, and among them are the effect for the national economy. From 2011 to 2018, the youth unemployment rate increased to 10.9%, 3 times the national unemployment rate at 3.3%. The problem of unemployment is alarming when the graduate tracking study 2018 found that 60% or 30,795 first-degree graduates were unemployed after graduating in 1 year. Bank Negara Malaysia 2015 report state that higher education unemployment rate at about 15.3% compared to 9.8% of non-tertiary educated youth. The 2019 review report found that less than 10% of SME use technology to train workers and are unable to hire ICT workers. This situation reflects the Malaysia industry, which is still refused to invest in the development of skills and technology in enhancing productivity. The majority of SMEs still rely on low-skilled foreigner workers with low wages to remain competitive in the market, contributing SME to gross domestic product of about 37.1% in 2017. This has reduced job opportunities for locals and graduates as employees continue to choose to hire foreigner workers for low wages. The impact of rising unemployment rates as a result of our country's failure to produce quality young people in helping to grow the economy of country. At the same time, it can give the country a bad image of our country. Therefore, the problem of unemployment of young people in Malaysia is a serious issue that the government must address immediately. The problem of youth unemployment also affects the economy of country, where income tax revenue will be affected and purchasing power will also decrease. Their problem can lead the economic slowdown and disrupt the country's economic growth.
Okay, this data is taken from the article. So this chart shows us the type of unemployment happening among Malaysians graduates in 2017. So based on the chart 1, 73% of the 333,400 of the unemployed are Malays. This represent is the largest percentage of the unemployment. The second largest is the average unemployed from the Chinese ethnic groups, represent only 17% of 57,128 pupils. And the next is Indians people show an average unemployment rate of 9% only, and the rest were from the others ethnic groups. This will affect the economy of the country, and income for government will decrease. When the unemployment fresh graduate rate is hikes, the income or profit of the employers will decrease. This will reduce the amount of income tax and the company tax that the government can collect, and thus reduce the national incomes. Indirectly, this problem could lead to slowdowns in the economy and disrupt the country's economic growth. Lastly, this will give the impact to purchasing power of the pupils. This increase in unemployment among graduates will result in reduced purchasing power and reduced demand for produce. Such situations does not encourage entrepreneurs to undertake the expansion or establishment of new industries. Thus, the level of investment decrease, so that economic growth will not sustain. This has caused the country economy to decline as a result of the shortage of foreign investors.
So, to conclude all this discussion is that all parties should play a role in addressing this issue, especially the government and the private institutions. So what the government can do is reduce the hiring of foreign workers. This can give local a chance to get a job, thus reduce the employment rate. Second is government have to identify the skill that industry needs today. This can make it easier for graduates to know what it takes to get a job. To produce graduate with this skill, the government must provide students with technical training at school or university to hone their skill early on. This can enhance their skill in such matters, so graduates find it easier to get a job with the skill they have acquired. For private institutions, they have to take a risk if the economy is in trouble by reducing the wages of workers. This is to prevent the private sector from firing its existing workers and reducing the number of employees. Second is to give graduates the opportunity. This is because they can prove their talent and skill if the private sector provide opportunities for graduates. The opportunities provide also enhance the work experience and can make them more professional in their work. So that's all from us. Thank you.